Hello friends, welcome to TD Homestead. Today is Sunday, August 4th, 2024. It's almost dark. I'm out here in the yard and garden trying to get a few things cleaned up. Right here, we're focusing on my Herman peach tree. So this is a peach tree that's been grown from seed and was given to me, and I don't have any idea what type of peach the seed came from, but so I've just named it after the person who gave it to me. So we're calling this a Herman peach. And this was the first year it fruited for us. It's been in the ground, I think, 4 years. I think the tree's probably about 6 years old. And like I just said, this is the first year it's fruited for us. We didn't spray it or protect anything, so pretty much all the peaches have some sort of bug damage, and some of them even split from a lot of the rain we've had recently. And as you can see, some of the branches are sagging a little bit because they probably should have been called off, but next year we'll try to do a better job of protecting them. You can get a bite or two out of any of these peaches pretty much, and they ain't bad. Been kind of slow to ripen. So this whole peach here ain't fully soft yet, and not a ton of bug marks on this. So I mean, I'd feel safe biting right there. See, that part right there ain't quite right, but this over here is, and it's good. So next year, we'll try to do a better job of spraying them and keeping the bugs off of them, and maybe culling some so we can get some bigger peaches. But I would have been happy if we'd had a ton this size here that didn't have a bunch of bug bites in them. But you live and learn, and again, this was our first year of it fruiting, so we didn't know what to expect. But I'm happy with the flavor. Skin is probably a little tougher than like on the Red Haven peach, but that might just be because this is its first year of fruit, and like I said, none of these are 100% fully ripe. See, right there's a stink bug or something stinging up my peaches. But anyway, before it gets dark, I guess we'll walk around back here and see what it looks like. If anybody's paid attention in some of the other videos, pond out there was really low for a while. You can see it's pretty much full now. We're actually expecting a lot of rain later on this week. I hope we don't get as much as they're saying. We're around the edge of where it could be really bad, so we're hoping we're on the part that only gets an inch or two instead of the 6 to 10 that we could be getting. But I did, so this is most of our tomato plants in the wheelbarrow here, and I guess we'll walk around here. So that's the tomatoes I got off of them. We got a few decent ones in there. This one right here is a nice halcinator, no blemishes. So we did get some decent tomatoes this year, just hadn't been the greatest year. Hadn't taken them two out yet. Have a few tomatoes on them, and they're looking healthy enough. I'm gonna let them ripen on the vine. You see, the rest of them are gone. Still got a few right over there that are in those containers that I'm probably gonna go ahead and get rid of during the course of this week. Our pepper garden is doing great, except for the fact that we've had a few branches snap off because we didn't have any sort of staking system. You can see down here, these are hanging off. I don't have a stake up for these yet, and I think if we walk down here, we'll see one of the branches that you see. Everything's nice and green and healthy, lots of blossoms, and there's actually lots of peppers in there that need to be picked. It's pretty much dark, so I ain't gonna be able to show them to you, but had a few branches snap off from just wind and sheer weight of things, and so I'm gonna get some rest of this staked up this week, hopefully before any other stronger winds come along and mess them up. Right here's behind us some of our citrus that's clearly gonna give us some. So this is our Bear's lime. It's got tons of them on there. This will be the first time it's produced for us, but it's gonna produce. And then our grapefruit looks like it's gonna hold on to two. There's one that's about to drop right there. It's not going to size up, and I think that one seems like it's going to continue to size up. So we'll get 2 grapefruits. There's our key lime. It's loaded up with limes everywhere. It's produced lots of limes for us. This is one of our better producers. And so anyway, it's almost dark. I have one other thing over here I was going to show you. Well, here, I might as well look here. It's one of our Meyer lemons. Got tons of lemons on it. It even has this one. This is the one that's had that one from bloom, an earlier bloom. So it's pretty much be ready to pick soon. All this citrus is probably about 3 months, 4 months off from being where it needs to be harvested. Here, I wanted to show you my moringa. Hopefully nothing happens to that this week when we get these high winds. I might have to put this somewhere. As you can see, that seed pod, it's about 3 feet long. If you look close, you can see the lumps there. So it's growing seeds. I'm going to let that go all the way to full maturity and try to harvest those seeds to regrow next year. I had topped it. Was hoping it was going to bush out all the way, but all it did was threw out this one branch here. But for being in a little tiny 3-gallon pot, that moringa tree is looking pretty healthy. And I had a few of these other seed pods. I ate one when it was real young before it had, you see this twist look to it. Before it got that, it was nice and tender. But as soon as you saw any of the signs of that, it was fibrous. So anyway, thought a couple raindrops. Rain's about to come in here on us. Here's another one of our key lime trees. This is the thornless one. It's loaded up with key limes as well. We'll have to see how big they get. It's got this one down here that was from an early bloom and it didn't get very big, but hopefully that's just because of anomaly or whatever. Our Awari Satsuma is still hanging on to plenty of Satsumas, so we'll still get probably 10, 12 of them, hopefully. This one up here that split, it's still hanging on. It healed up that split, still looking nice and healthy. And our miracle fruit tree, not giving us any fruit yet, but it's got tons of new growth on it. It's looking pretty healthy. Maybe next year. And right here is our Primark Freedom blackberry that we bought earlier this year. Never got it planted yet. Still in a little 1-gallon container. It's grown this here and that this season. And the thing about these Primark varieties is, so most blackberries only fruit on the growth in the second year. So like this is growth from this year, and so it would wait till the next season. So that will grow berries next season. That one will too. But this is the first season that it grew, and as you can see, it's growing berries. So this variety actually gives you two harvests. One in the spring will be on this, and then when you get some new growth, you apt to get a harvest in the fall as well. So that's pretty cool about those. Here's our Trevita orange. It's been having a little trouble getting enough water, as much rain as we got, but the problem is when you got a canopy like this, it's a pretty decent sized canopy, and it's way bigger than the pot below. It shields it from a lot of the rain, so you got to make sure you come in and check it and get it watered if it doesn't get a substantial amount of rain, and it takes quite a bit to get through all that foliage. But we still got plenty of oranges in there. Some of them are pretty small, but got a couple of them that's starting to try to size up to a decent orange size. I think last time I counted them, we'll probably get, I don't know, 6 or 7. There's a few down here. Anyway, with that, it's almost pitch black. I know you can't tell on the camera. This, when you're using these cameras for whatever reason, it's really good at drawing in the light, way better than your human eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. It's what the garden was just looking like today. Thank y'all for watching, and until next time, be kind and enjoy your day.